Now, this is very strange. The Queensland Labor government, under pressure from protesters, has put up every kind of hurdle to stop the giant Adani coal mine from going ahead. Yet, days before the election, this same Queensland Labor government suddenly approved some other coal mine, the Olive Downs project in the Bowen Basin. Joining me is the panel, Claire March, who's advised 3 Labor leaders, is now head of Council House, and Daniel Wild, Director of Research at the Institute of Public Affairs. Daniel, the timing seems most odd. What do you think is driving this?
Well, it does seem odd. We can't pop the champagne yet because it's still got to get final tick off at the federal level. So who knows what kind of further hurdles might be thrown up there, particularly given the Labor Party has said they're going to have a Commonwealth-level environmental protection authority. So I don't think it's out of into safe waters yet. But the broader thing about the difference between the two, well, I think it's just one is coking coal. The Pembroke mine that's gone ahead is coking coal. Adani is thermal coal. Now, the Green Left movement and Labor in Queensland want to stop thermal coal because that's the basis on which you generate electricity. Coking coal is used for other activities like producing steel. So
it still creates carbon dioxide.
It does, but the other thing here, Andrew, is they actually want to use Adani as a linchpin to shutting down the Galilee Basin because that could provide a significant amount of new thermal coal, not only to Australia but to the rest of the world. So that's
the basin is the site for several other proposed mines. But Claire, the timing is most interesting. Does this suggest to you, because you're a campaign veteran, that in Queensland they're under a little pressure from being seen as anti-coal in some of the seats that Labor now could lose that they were expecting to win, and they couldn't approve Adani because nationally that'd be poison, but they could approve a mine that no one's ever heard of down south?
No, look, I think, I love to toss around a conspiracy theory.
I love them, come on, join me.
But that one's just slightly too creative, I think, on that one. I think, look, it has more to do with the environmental lobby. As we know, there wasn't any submissions made against this mine. It's about a quarter of the size of Adani. And look, applying that same logic, we'd also have to square up Melissa Price for the Coalition Federal Minister for the timing of her announcement. I think, look, would they be criticised for holding an announcement? I don't think that there's a political process.
Yeah, but that was a political thing. Melissa Price was a political thing. I'm not going to argue with you there. I suspect the timing is just too cute, and I do think it was to prop up seats like Herbert around the Townsville area. And I think the Labor Party is not travelling as well in Queensland as they once might have hoped.